Navin Lalu's streaming network, specialist in clean audio, multiple camera angle view and a photo slide for professional live streaming. Call Navin at 335-0205. Navin Lalu, bringing real-time events to you and yours. Navin Lalu's streaming network. Call him 335-0205. Also available fantastic drone footage. Navin's streaming network.
Well, we get straight over the trolley, eh? Straight over the trolley. We'll find another one like this, man. Let me know.
साचो तेरो नाम
तेरा मेरा
Sound check. 1 check 1.
तू ही माता तू ही पिता है
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 तू ही तो है राधा का श्याम
तेरा मेरा तेरा मेरा
तू अंतर्यामी सबका स्वामी
तू अंतर्यामी सबका स्वामी
तू अंतर्यामी सबका स्वामी
तू अंतर्यामी सबका स्वामी
तेरे चरणों में चारों धाम
तेरा मेरा तेरा मेरा
तू ही बिगाड़े तू ही संवारे
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 इस जग के सारे काम
तेरा मेरा तेरा मेरा
तू ही जगदाता विश्व विधाता
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 तू ही सुबह तू ही शाम
तेरा मेरा तेरा मेरा तेरा मेरा
जग में साचो तेरो नाम
तेरा मेरा तेरा मेरा
तू ही माता तू ही पिता है
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 तू ही तो है राधा का श्याम
तेरा मेरा तेरा मेरा
तू अंतर्यामी सबका स्वामी
तू अंतर्यामी सबका स्वामी
तू अंतर्यामी सबका स्वामी
तू अंतर्यामी सबका स्वामी
तेरे चरणों में चारों धाम
तेरा मेरा तेरा मेरा
तू ही बिगाड़े तू ही संवारे
तू ही बिगाड़े तू ही संवारे
तू ही बिगाड़े तू ही संवारे
तू ही बिगाड़े
तू ही जगदाता विश्व विधाता
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 तू ही सुबह तू ही शाम
हे राम हे राम हे राम हे राम
जग में साचो तेरो नाम
हे राम हे राम हे राम हे राम
तू ही माता तू ही पिता है तू ही माता तू ही पिता है
तू ही माता तू ही पिता है तू ही माता तू ही पिता है
तू ही तो है राधा का श्याम
हे राम हे राम हे राम हे राम
तू अंतर्यामी सबका स्वामी तू अंतर्यामी सबका स्वामी
तू अंतर्यामी सबका स्वामी तू अंतर्यामी सबका स्वामी
तेरे चरणों में चारों धाम
हे राम हे राम हे राम हे राम
Devotees, Namaste, Sitaram, Assalamu alaikum. Pleasant good morning to everybody. Today, once again, we are gathered to mourn the loss of a near and a dear one. And this is something that we don't have any control over. God alone knows. Whichever way we understand and know and pray to God, He alone knows what and when our demise would be and where it would be. So today we are here to say our final farewell to Uncle Nosy. So, and it's nice to see that all of you, would have taken time out on a day like today when everybody seems to be so very busy in their own little niche, in their own little life. Everybody is very, very busy. They don't have time really for anything else. And for you to be here today, it means that you would have had to give up something so that you could come and be part of this. It doesn't happen just like that. And then the other thing with that is what God has willed, that is going to happen. So today is his day, then he has to go and begin to face with his master however he would have lived, then he would now have to face up to that and give answers to that. About this time we are about to begin with the RT, and we will have the principal person offer an RT first, and if anybody else want to come and offer RT, we have flowers. You can offer some flowers and you can offer the RT. And To have this done, we'll appreciate if you all could stand with us. It is not absolutely necessary, but if you could, and if for any reason you cannot stand, it's not a problem. But we will appreciate if you all will stand with us. Show him what to do. Om Yam Dware Mahagore Andedotamasavrititam Sipite Vigachanti Yeke Chatma Hanujana Yeke Chatma Hanujana Yam Dware Mahagore Andedotamasavrititam Sipite Vigachanti Yeke Chatma Hanujana Yeke Chatma Hanujana Yam Dware Samarpayami Hari Om नमो भगवते वासुदेवायेभ्यो नमो नमः नारायणायेभ्यो नमो नमः हरि ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवायेभ्यो नमो नमः हरि ओम Anybody else for the arti? Look, a gentleman coming. Hanima flowers there? One flower here, take one. Okay. Om Yam Dware Mahagore Andedotamasavriti Tamsipiti Vigachanti Yeke Chatma Hanujana Yeke Chatma Hanujana Yam Dware Samarpayami Harihi Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevayebhyo Namo Namaha Narayanayebhyo Namo Namaha Harihi Om. Anybody else? Give him a flower. Take a flower. Om Yam Dware Mahagore Andedotamasavriti Tamsipite Vigachanti Yeke Chatma Hanujana Yeke Chatma Hanujana Yam Dware Samarpayami Hari Om. Om Yam Dware Mahagore Andedotamasavriti Tamsipiti Vigachanti Yeke Chatma Hanujana Yeke Chatma Hanujana Hari Om. Namo Bhagavate Vasudevayebhyo Namo Namaha Narayanayebhyo Namo Namaha Hari Om. Okay. You give shield? Whatever you. Whatever you. Om Yam Dware Mahagore Andedotamasavriti Tamsipiti Vigachanti Yeke Chatma Hanujana Hari Om Yeke Chatma Hanujana Hari Om Yam Dware Samarpayami Hari Om.
I like the eulogy.
Are you doing it?
Yeah, but somebody else reading it.
Well, you will read it. Om ओम मालत्यादि सुगंधिनी माला इत्यादि निवै प्रभु माया हृतानि पूजार्थम पुष्पाणि परिगृहीताम् ओम यम द्वारे महाघोरे निरोतमसार्थितां सिपीते विगच्छन्ति ये केचात्महनुजन ये केचात्महनुजन यम द्वारे समर्पयामि हरिः ओम। माल इत्यादि सुगंधिनी माला इत्यादि न वै प्रभु माया हृतानि पूजार्थम पुष्पाणि परिगृहीतां पुष्पाणि समर्पयामि हरिः ओम। माल इत्यादि सुगंधिनी माला इत्यादि न वै प्रभु माया हृतानि पूजार्थम पुष्पाणि परिगृहीतां पुष्पाणि समर्पयामि हरिः ओम। नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय भ्यो नमो नमः नारायणाय भ्यो नमो नमः हरिः ओम। ओम माल इत्यादि सुगंधिनी माला इत्यादि न वै प्रभु माया हृतानि पूजार्थम पुष्पाणि परिगृहीतां पुष्पाणि समर्पयामि हरिः ओम। ओम यम द्वारे समर्पयामि हरि ओम। माल इत्यादि सुगंधिनी माला इत्यादि न वै प्रभु माया हृतानि पूजार्थम पुष्पाणि परिगृहीतां पुष्पाणि समर्पयामि हरि ओम। नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय भ्यो नमो नमः नारायणाय भ्यो नमो नमः हरिः ओम। So my friends, we continue with this send-off this morning, and from what I am hearing and seeing and understanding is that we in Trinidad, we are very unique. I think most of you know that. We are multi-religious, multicultural, multi-social society. We take part in almost everything. Beyond the religious gaps in life, we take part in that also. Sometimes our politics and all causes us to be a little bit indifferent. But when we come back to the religion, we come back together again. So many different things happen in life. And today is a very unique experience here. Very unique experience with Rasul Ali. Because we have people here who were Hindus come in and pay respect to him, and some of you who are sitting would be of that calling. Pieces of the Islamic faith also came and paid respect to him. People of the Christian faith also came and paid respect. And as we say in the IRO, the Inter-Religious Organization of Trinidad and Tobago, we have Baha'is, we have Orisha, we have Baptists, and everybody. When we have worship, all of us worship together. So it's nice to see that all of you are here and taking part. So I'm just giving a little bit of notice. We'll want somebody, preferably from the Christian faith, to come say a prayer or sing a hymn, something, Lord's Prayer or anything. Read out of the Psalms, anything on his behalf. Because it will seem that he himself was a multi-religious and multicultural person. That is why all of you could be here today. And then we'll want somebody from the Islamic faith to make a little dua on his behalf and maybe sing a qasida on his behalf. So that is how we will have the morning unfolding. At this time we sing the song Jai Krishna Hare, Sri Krishna Hare. Jai means victory, and Krishna is one name that we call the universal being, the supreme being. And the final victory, what the song is telling us, belongs to God. We could make all kind of plans and do all kinds of things in life. But the day when God says we have to go back, we have to go back. No matter who you are. Whether you're a king, whether you're a beggar, whether you live in a big house, you live in a small house, you have to do everything, you have to go. Jab charo taraf andiyara ho. When we look around the world today, not only our society in Trinidad, but the world generally, people have so many kinds of difficulties, so many problems everywhere. Anywhere in the world you go, people have problems. We have our own situation here, but other places have it worse. They have famine on one side, they have floods on the other side, they have fire on the other side, they have earthquake. All kinds of poverty is there. So all kinds of situations are there in the world. Jab charo taraf andiyara ho, asha ka dur kinara ho. And when we find that there is no kind of light at the end of the tunnel, fir then to you, O Lord, bera par karo. We turn to you for your blessings and your guidance. Tu chahe to sab kuch kar de. Whatever it is that we deserve in this life, Lord, you will give that to us. And all of us don't deserve the same thing. Just like workers, when you go to a job, everybody might be doing almost the same job, but the salary doesn't be exactly the same. It's a little bit different here and there because of the performance. Tu chahe to sab kuch kar de, fir tu hi bera par karo. So we sing Jai Krishna Hare, Sri Krishna Hare, Dukhiyo ko dukha dur kare. Jai 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 Krishna Hare, Jai Krishna Hare, Sri Krishna Hare, Dukhiyo ko dukha dur kare. Jai 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 Krishna Hare. जब चारों तरफ अंधियारा हो, आशा का दूर किनारा हो, फिर तू ही न केवन वाला हो, फिर तू ही बेड़ा पार करो. जय 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 कृष्ण हरे, जय कृष्ण हरे, श्री कृष्ण हरे, दुखियों को दुख दूर करे. जय 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 कृष्ण हरे. तू चाहे तो सब कुछ कर दे, विष को भी अमृत कर दे. तू चाहे तो सब कुछ कर दे, विष को भी अमृत कर दे. पूरन कर दे सबकी आशा जो भी तेरा ध्यान करे, जय जो भी तेरा ध्यान करे, जय 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 कृष्ण हरे, जय कृष्ण हरे, श्री कृष्ण हरे, दुखियों को दुख दूर करे, जय 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 कृष्ण हरे. At this time we'll have the eulogy. We have somebody for the eulogy, please.
Good morning. Sitaram, Assalamu alaikum, and good morning to all. Today we are gathered here to honor, celebrate, and remember the life of a remarkable man, the beloved Rasul Ali, aka Nosy. He was not just a relative or close friend, but very well known as a man of high character. As I stand here today, I want to share with all of you the profound impact he had on all of us and the legacy he leaves behind. He was a guiding light, a source of unwavering support to his family, friends, and anyone around him. We will always remember him as a happy soul, a man who loved having people around. If it was somebody's birthday, Diwali, Christmas, or simply a weekend, expect a call from him because we make it our cook. He was always the light and happiness around us all. The kindness and generosity of his heart is something we will all truly miss. The caring nature of his heart touched the lives of so many, and his absence leaves a void that cannot be filled. Many people will know that he lived a happy life. He will always be smiling, laughing, and dancing, making jokes about every and anything. That's what life is about. He enjoyed life with the most love from his family and friends. Many people know that he always wanted the best for everyone, his brothers, sisters, nieces, nephews, children, his grandchildren, and his friends. He was loved by us all, and we know now he is with his creator and his love, the late Susan Ali. Although now, Persad Lane will never be the same without you. In his passing, this reminds us of the fragility of life and the importance of treasuring each moment. He leaves with us the gift of love, his wisdom, and his enduring spirit. As we say our farewells, let us remember him, not with tears of sorrow, but with smiles that reflects the joy he brought into our lives. Rest in peace, my dear friend. He always used to say, he is the world's greatest, and I believe him. You will be missed eternally and will forever be loved. Thank you.
Thank you very much. At this point in time, we will have an open forum if anybody want to add. And as I mentioned before, from some of the other religious denominations, you know, just as the brother was giving the eulogy, and you will see all the family relations and all the friends and so on listed, that all of us in Trinidad, when it have Diwali, everybody taking part, light in the air, even making some sweets and so on. When it's Eid, a lot of people, Muslims, non-Muslims, they making sweets also and taking part. Well, don't talk about Christmas. Christmas is for everybody. Across the board, Christmas is for everybody. So from what we are hearing here, that he would have had a full life, a good mixture with everybody. So the floor is open, and anybody want to come and say a few words? In order to tell him man was so good, I know I want to talk something on the man. No. That's not fair to him now. He's not here, but his soul is here, and his soul will be following what is happening. Anybody? Yeah.
Morning, everyone. I am Nosy's sister, and you always, if I and he sit down and we talking, you'll always say the Our Father. So if you all will join with me in saying the Our Father, that will be nice. Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. Lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, the power and the glory, forever and ever. Amen. Nosy, you leave me today, but may God give you a resting place with your wife and other members of the family, including my son, my husband, your nephews and them. Right, if you see them, with them, for me, tell them that I love them still. And go with love from all your friends, brothers, sisters, nieces, and nephews. Watch over them even though you're up in heaven. Watch them down here. And make sure they go the right path. Right? Keep a good eye on them. Thank you.
Thank you very much for those wonderful words. Anybody else, please? Such a good person. Everybody, all of us. All of you just come and tell him hello, goodbye. Nothing? Nobody else? All right, so we take a message from the Srimad Bhagavad Gita. I was really hoping for a little dua on his behalf. Well, this is what thank you so very much.
I want to say, as a Muslim, I'm going to say Surah Fatiha, but I don't know it in English by heart to explain to the non-Muslims.
You go ahead and say it, whatever is looked up, I will explain. Go ahead. Don't worry. Don't worry.
Okay. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Alhamdulillahi rabbil alamin. Ar-Rahmanir Rahim. Maliki yawmiddin. Iyyaka na'budu wa iyyaka nasta'in. Ihdina siratal mustaqim. Siratal ladzina an'amta alayhim. Ghayril maghdubi alayhim waladdallin. Amen. I must say, from Allah we came, and to Him is our return. Thank you. I'm sorry that I don't know to explain by heart in English. If I had a book, I would let you all know what it means. So I apologize for that. But I take pleasure in making this small dua. Thanks again.
Thank you very much for that input. Now, wherever we have functions,
Uncle Nos, just want to say thank you for everything. He was one of the greatest around us. As well as a helpful soul. May God bless you and you rest in peace.
thank you very much, brother. Anybody else? From the opening dua that the mother offered, In most functions, when we go, as the IRO, the Interreligious Organization of Trinidad and Tobago, you will see at least three people are asked to make offerings of prayer: Hindu, Muslim, Christian. And sometimes it may go a little bit beyond. When it was opening of Parliament recently, they had asked us for 4 persons, so they included a Baha'i. And like opening of the Lotum, which comes up on the 6th, which is this coming week. Again, we would be there making these offerings of prayer. So this is why I was asking people, Hindu, Muslim, Christian, Baha'i, Orisha, Baptist, whoever it is, and you want to say a word of prayer. It's the same prayer, the same thing. The sister mentioned the opening dua. And every function, everywhere, begin with that dua. And it's taken from the beginning in the Quran. I believe it's the first thing you read when you start to read Quran. I started many, many years ago. I'm a student of Professor Hari Shankar Adesh. Some of you would know that name. And he started to teach us Urdu to head up to Arabic. But the language, the alphabet, is written differently to any other alphabet. I did know Hindi and I know Sanskrit and so on. So the first day when they brought the book, Guruji brought and he gave us all this book to learn this Arabic language and so on. And all of us opened the front of the book and we don't know anything about it, we're looking at the front of the book. And when Guruji came, he said, okay, let's open our books now. We said, yeah, Guruji, we had the book open. He said, no, you have it wrong side. The front of the book is really the back. You have to start reading from the back comment. Isn't that true? Yeah. So these are some of the little things you learn and you study in life as you go along. And all of us must be appreciative of that. In the opening dua that she gave really means that, Lord, we came from you, we return to you, and everything rests with you. It may say a little bit more, but that's the basis, and that is what our Father which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name, thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth, etc. It's the same thing, Lord, you are there. And in the Christian version, there's a beautiful song, a song that I like and I use all the time. I'm saying I know, all of my feel are talking too much about me. Well, I'm talking about me because this is what I know about me. So that there was a Reverend Cyril Paul. The younger people would know the name in the Presbyterian Church. But many of the older people, he was a national person too. And we used to have this television program, inclusive of religious beliefs and so on TTT. That's many, many years ago, maybe 10 years plus, because he has passed away about that time now. And one day, while we were on television and having discussion, he had asked me then, Pandit, what's your favorite song? So I was a Pandit, so everybody will expect to hear some like Jai Krishna Hare, just now Hari Bol or Hare Ram or Hare Krishna something. But my favorite song, because I grew up in a Presbyterian school, Chananagore Presbyterian School in the central area. And my favorite song is, and I'm saying it today because of this funeral is an all-inclusive funeral. My favorite song is, what a friend we have in Jesus, all our sins and griefs to bear. What a privilege to carry everything to God in prayer. And the song goes on. But what I like about that song is, what a privilege we have to carry everything to God in prayer. And many of us don't understand that. And that song is a beautiful song. Are we weak and heavy laden, cumbered with a load of care? Precious Savior, still our rescue. Take it to the Lord in prayer. How many of us remember that? Take it to the Lord in prayer. So today, our brother has given us a situation where we could come and reminisce on his life and how he would have lived. And he was not in segregation, we say Muslim, but he, it would seem, was helping everybody and part of everybody and assisting everybody in the community and wherever it is. So our message for his life, from his life, is that all of us should learn from it and try to be like him, all inclusive. When I came and I saw these guys with the nice jerseys and so on, I said, This fella had to be somebody popular in the community to have that kind of response. So the message of his life is, while you are living your life, you should be preparing, because it will come. Today is just his day. It will come when your demise would be there, and you will be lying in a coffin, whether it's at the home, whether it's in the mosque, whether it's in the masjid, whether it's in the church, whether it's in the mandir, in the gurudwara, wherever it is. But you will be lying in a coffin, and when you are there, people will be reflecting on your life. You see, all of us, our name is on this list that God has. And our brother here, in ticking on the list coming down, and God don't skip. God is very honest. He don't cheat, and he don't hide. So once he reaches your name on the list and he tick that name, you're gone. That's the end of you. You're gone. So today, brother is going, and all of us, we will have to understand that. In the Srimad Bhagavad Gita, as I was saying, that Lord Krishna is speaking to Arjun. Now this Bhagavad Gita is written in 18 chapters. 18 chapters. There was 700 verses. And each verse tells us something about living life, what we should do and how we should go about life, how we should behave and how we shouldn't behave. And the basis of it is turn to God. In everything that you do, take it to God. Take your problems to God. So in chapter 18, in slok number 72, the teacher, which is Lord Krishna, is asking of Arjun, which is a student whom he was teaching, and he said, boy Arjuna, I teach you 18 chapters. I give you all these prayers and I give you all these slokas. He said, have you learned anything? Now all of us, we go to church, we go mosque, we go temple, we go places of worship, and we pray. When you come home, you're still talking to the neighbor. You're driving on the road, somebody give you a bad drive, you start a course and get on. You're not really learning the simple things in life, the simple behavior that in life. You have to understand that God is the one who is in control. So he's asking him, boy, you learn anything? All the temple you're going, all the church and mosque and everywhere, Gurudwara you're going. Have you learned anything? After all these years, you're getting old now. Have you learned anything? Why are you still with this kind of privileges that I am Mr. this or Mr. that, and my religion is better than the other person's religion? And all of us will end up in the same place. Either we will end up in dust to dust, ashes to ashes. All of us will end up there. So when Lord Krishna asked him this question, have you learned anything? He replied in slok number 72, the question was asked, and in slok number 73 he said, Lord, by your grace, he started to give the answer like that. Lord, by your grace. And how many of us understand how important the grace of God is in our lives? Many of us, because of the affluence is wealth, because the house we live in, maybe the vehicle we drive, maybe because of the banks and the bank accounts that we have, the various credit cards that we have, we feel that we are bigger than everybody else. Nothing doing now. All his vehicle and all his credit card and his house and everything now comes to zilch, zero, nothing. Because he's leaving it. And my experience is once he leave it, what he worked and toiled and labored for, bacchanal start. It might not happen with him. But in most families, sisters and brothers vex in one time. Because they feel they should have get this, and the next one feeling I should have get that, and I should have get a bigger heap. Oh, the confusion starts. And why it starts? Because we do not understand what Arjuna is saying back to the Lord when he says, Lord, by your grace, I have understood everything. So that when we go to these religious places of worship, we must always go and put God in front. Accept that it is only by God's grace things could work out, well. And nothing in life happens by chance. I had made arrangements to go to Manzanilla with some friends to spend the weekend because a long time I didn't have a really a free weekend. So I told myself this weekend I'm free. Friday, Saturday, Sunday I don't have anything to do, anything regularized to do. So I told some friends, okay, so we're going up there. On my way to Manzanilla yesterday about 6 o'clock, the place was dark already. I was somewhere in Grande going up. Got the call. No, it was earlier in the day. He had mentioned to me. Budu's called and said, I need you to do this. And I don't know if he had chosen me because of my involvement in the IRO, seeing that this was an Islamic person and having a Hindu funeral and having a cremation, which is kind of, mix up. So I told him, listen, I am going up to Manzanilla, but I'll come down on funeral. So this morning I left there about 7 o'clock, trying to be here for 9. I was here about 8:30, something like that. So I was on time. And my friends are asking me, are you coming up back? I said, no, it's a one-way journey. I am driving when I finish at 12 o'clock in the Hudson to drive back up there. I don't went up there last night already. So my friends, are we looking for the grace of God in our lives? Are we getting the grace of God in our lives? Are we feeling God's presence in our lives? A lot of people will go to the religious person, they go to the imam, they go to the pandit, they go to the priest and the pastor, and they ask you, Pastor, pray for me. Pray for me. Imam, pray for me. Yesterday I had a very long conversation yesterday morning with Father Martin Sergio. I don't know how many of you all know that name, but he is from the Catholic Church, and just after the Archbishop, he is the person who runs the show in the Catholic Church. So today, in that discussion with him, he was saying about more or less the same things that we have been saying and the same offerings that we have been saying. So he's saying, Lord, it is by your grace that I have understood your message. It is by your grace I am able to be whom I am. And how many of us could say so? So today we have to understand that, and we have to appreciate that. First thing, you have to appreciate that you are alive today. Second thing, you have to appreciate you are not on a hospital bed somewhere. Third thing, you have to appreciate you are not in a wheelchair or nobody has to help you to walk. And I tell people, from what my experiences are, people die from the foot. People say, heart attack and all kind of thing, but I believe you start to die from your foot. Because a lot of people, the body is working well. You can see, you can hear, you can touch, you can taste, you can feel, you can eat, everything, but you can't walk. You can't walk, you know why? Because death starts, your foot starts to die, and you start to die from there. You almost look at that. I have known too many people who are in wheelchairs, too many people who are in situation. Right now, in my village, there's a gentleman, 91 years old. He talking, he laughing, he could give you all kind of chat, Sometimes people have this smart aleck kind of talk. You go to check him out and he giving you all kind of chat. But he can't walk. So my friends, we have to bear this thought in mind and understand where we are in this situation. There's one chair empty across there, I think. Yeah. So my friends, more or less this is a message that we would have had to give this morning. I see Imam Ji is here. Would you come and share a few words with us? You want to say something? Okay, and Imam after him, you come. You see, I was begging people all the time.
Folks, brothers and sisters, it's a difficult occasion for everybody. And I do recall one of those favorite songs was Pinjare Ke Panchire. And, no, I can't sing about it. And what does it mean? It means, and I see it, I know it, in life, I felt like a bird trapped in a cage. Today, in death, I found freedom. My soul soars like an eagle over the mountaintop. The world is my playground. Heaven is my birthright. Jaise karne, vaise burne. What he did, he reaped the benefits of what he did. I know what he did. I know how he did. And last night, we were talking about how Nosy gave things to people. He was free-handed. There are 3 ways of giving things to people: Tamasik, Rajasic, and Sattvic. Nosy was a Sattvic giver. Tamasik means you give somebody something, and you go down the road, and you tell, you know, I just lent a man $20. That is how, that's Tamasik behavior. Rajasic behavior is when you give because you have, and for no other reason you give because you have. You don't give because you like the person. You give because he come and beg you for $100. And Sattvic behavior. Sat means truth. Truth. And that's what Nosy practiced. He gave Sattvic. He gave truthfully from the heart. And to Nosy, I am telling you, today, the gates of heaven is open for you. Rasul, the gates of heaven is open for you. You feel free to walk in. And you will meet those that went before you. And your soul will be there with them. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti.
Thank you very much, brother, for those words of inspiration. So, my friends, as we continue, we'll ask Imam to please share some thoughts with us.
All right, so first, a little correction first. I am not an imam. I am a nephew of Brother Rasul, well, better known as Nosy. So, and he has been an integral part of all our lives in the family. Nosy was the man who would make everything famous for us. He would be the joy, the heart throb. Any little line we had, Nosy was the man. He was the center of attraction. So, I just want to say, his life, I could tell you, was an enjoyable one. He loved family, always, everything was about family. Any little occasion, Nosy, if you mind, just come somewhere and sit down, Nosy want to go and get goat meat, he want a cook, he want a lime. Invite everybody to come, and that's how he was. He was a family man, always was. Right, so we hope and pray. He has now entered into a new realm, so now is when his life will really start. Here is just a little holiday. We have all our tests are given right here. So once we do good in this life, which I know Nosy did plenty of, he assisted everybody, and so everybody used to look up to him. So in so doing, I would like to make a little dua for him, for the Muslim side of it. So everybody could just raise their hands or bend their head and say their prayer in their own way. A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. Bismillahir rahmanir rahim. Alhamdulillahi rabbil alameen ar-rahmanir rahim. Maliki yawmiddin. Iyyaka na'budu wa iyyaka nasta'in. Ihdina as-siratal mustaqim, siratal ladhina an'amta alayhim ghayril maghdubi alayhim waladdallin. Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ala ali Muhammad kama sallaita ala Ibrahim wa ala ali Ibrahim innaka Hamidum Majid. Allahumma barik ala Muhammad wa ala ali Muhammad kama barakta ala Ibrahim wa ala ali Ibrahim innaka Hamidum Majid. Rabbana atina fid dunya hasana wa fil akhirati hasana wa qina adhaban nar. Rabbi jalni muqimu salatu wa min dhurriyyati Rabbana taqabbal du'a. Rabbana ighfirli wa li walidayya wa lil mu'minina yawma yaqumul hisab. Rabbi irhamhuma kama rabbayani saghira. Rabbi irhamhuma kama rabbayani saghira. Rabbi irhamhuma kama rabbayani saghira. La ilaha illa anta subhanaka inni kuntu minaz zalimin. Allahumma innaka afuwun tuhibbul afwa fa'fu anna. Allahumma innaka afuwun tuhibbul afwa fa'fu anna. Allahumma innaka afuun tuhibbul afwa fa'fu anna. Ya Allah, I beg you, Allah, on this day, Allah, to bless our brother Rasul on this day of his funeral, O Allah. Forgive him for any shortcomings that he may have committed in this lifetime. Bless him for all the good that he would have done, O Allah, and grant him a highest place in heaven, Ya Allah. O Allah, please have mercy on him and bless him, Ya Allah. Ameen. Astaghfirullah. 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 Tuba alayh. Subhanallah walhamdulillah wa la ilaha illallah wallahu akbar. Wa la hawla wa la quwwata illa billahi al-aliyyil azim. Subhana rabbika rabbil izzati amma yasifun. Assalamu ala mursaleen walhamdulillahi rabbil alamin. Ameen ya rabbil alamin. La ilaha illallah Muhammadur Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. This, and I could tell you, the dua we just made was to ask Allah for forgiveness for him, to bless him for all that he would have done, have mercy on him. And there's a special dua which I made, which is Rabbi Irhamhuma Kama Rabbayani Sagira, which is to bless our parents. And Nosy was like a father to all of us. Right? So we ask Allah to forgive him, as a father to all of us. And I thank you and for the rest of the day and as we continue with this journey. Okay, thank you. Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam. Thank you very much, brother. Anybody else want to share their thoughts with us? And we have two young ladies coming together to read a part of this. I will help you. The other one. Come. It's not difficult. Come. It's words to praise and to glorify him. So please, both of you come. When tomorrow starts without me. Basically, that is what he is saying to us now and what we expect. Yeah. Now look, mine pull up nice. Pull it.
Okay. Good morning, everyone. When tomorrow starts without me, there'll be a day when things change and it won't be all that bad. I won't be there to block the rain or give you the love that you once had. Don't forget about the good times we shared. Never let those eyes shed no tears. Don't be scared to go on living your life just because I'm not there. And the sun will still come up in the morning, still go back down at night, and the days may seem a little darker, but I promise they're just as bright. Close your eyes, breathe in, and you'll see that it's okay. When tomorrow starts without me, I will need you to stand real strong. Please make sure that you know that the sun will still come up in the morning, still go back down at night, and the days may seem a little darker, but I promise they're just as bright. Close your eyes, breathe in, and you'll see that it's okay. When tomorrow starts without me, and the sun will still come up in the morning, still go back down at night, and the days may seem a little darker, but I promise they're just as bright. Close your eyes, breathe in, and you'll see that it's okay when tomorrow starts without me.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much for that. And it's a message he is sending to all of us. When tomorrow starts without me. And we have to prepare for that. You see, it is his situation now. But each one of us, we have loved ones. We have parents, we have children, we have spouses. And the day will come when tomorrow starts without me. And when that time comes, then you will need to have somebody like Budu's funeral service. Very prompt, very efficient, and very cost effective. You know, some time ago, funerals used to cost, I won't ever say it like this, a hell of a lot of money. But since Budu's came on the scene, the prices have started going down. Competition, competition is the word? Yeah. So it started going down and going down. So everybody kind of dropping their prices now through Budu's efficiency and Budu's promptness and Budu's cost effectiveness. I'm just plugging in a little word here for Budu's. Because they really do such an effective job at what they're about. So my friends, the brother was talking about Pinjare ke Panchire. We will sing that song together. Pinjare means a cage, Panchi is the bird. When you're in a cage, on this cage of life, this human body, you have so many difficulties. Bahar se kamosh rahe tu. Outwardly, you are showing as if peacefully, you are peaceful. But bhitara bhitara roire. Inside you are crying and nobody knows, but inside you're crying. So we'll sing together. पिंजरे के पंछी रे हो तेरा दर्द न जाने को तेरा दर्द न जाने को पिंजरे के पंछी रे हो बाहर से तो खामोश रहे तू भीतर भीतर रोए रे हो भीतर भीतर रोए तेरा दर्द न जाने को तेरा दर्द न जाने को कह न सके तू अपनी कहानी तेरी भी पंछी क्या जिंदगानी रे कह न सके तू अपनी कहानी तेरी भी पंछी क्या जिंदगानी रे पिंजरे के पंछी रे The second verse is saying, कह न सके तू अपनी कहानी is your story, your life, your problems, your difficulties. Whom can you tell it to? Now you just say you have your best friend, so you could tell your trouble to your best friend. But you know your best friend have a next best friend, another best friend have a next best friend. And by the time you take 2 words about your problem, every best friend know it because now it's only, how do they call it thing? The Facebook. Now for now everybody knows everything. So we have to be very, very careful of that. So my friends, we are about to say our final farewell to this good friend of so many, and so many wonderful things would have been said about him. So I'll ask all of you at this point to please stand as we final. At this point, if just stand up in front. If hold this first. Just hold it, yeah. If he would have caused any hurt, any pain, any kind of distresses to any one of us, we forgive them as this time. And this is what we have been saying here over and over again this morning. He was a good person, and nobody's really perfect 100%, so there will always be some little shortcomings. So at this point, we forgive him for that also. From this valley, they say you are going. We will miss your bright eyes and sweet smile, for they say you will live in the sunshine and taking the pathways by. From this valley, they say you are going. We will miss your bright eyes and sweet smile, for they say you will live in the sunshine and taking the pathways by. Tassa man, Tassa, all could come in the shade here. Come in the shade here. Yeah, come right here. And here what? I want to only just pick up the rhythm, a simple rhythm. I'm sure you can do it, right? From this valley they say, play it soft. From this valley they say you are, very good. We will miss your bright eyes and sweet smile, for they say you will live in the sunshine and taking the pathways by. It's a long time, you know, we have been waiting for the words that you never did say. Now, alas, all our fond hopes have vanished, for they say you are going away. Everybody, from this valley, they say you are going. We will miss your bright eyes and sweet smile, for they say you are leaving the sunshine and taking the pathways by. Now the time has come when you must leave us. You must go where the Lord has called you. Do not ever forget us, your loved one. To you we have always been true. From this valley they say you are going. We will miss your bright eyes and sweet smile, for they say you are leaving the sunshine and taking the pathways by. So consider a while before you leave us. Do not hasten to bid us adieu, but remember the Red River Valley and the ones that have loved you so true. From this valley they say you are going. We will miss your bright eyes and sweet smile, for they say you when the sun shines, taking the pathways by. In time we will meet again, where no sorrow and no pain. May you now have a peaceful journey as you enter that kingdom of peace. From this valley they say you are going. We will miss your bright eyes and sweet smile, for they say you are leaving the sunshine and taking the pathways by. And taking the pathways by. Let's all bow our heads in prayer. Om Anadhino Vighano Deva Shankha Chakra Gadadhara Akshaya Punari Kaksha Preta Moksha Prado Bhava Preta Moksha Prado Bhava Preta Moksha Prado Bhava. Om Guru Brahma Guru Vishnu Guru Devo Maheshwara Guru Sakshat Param Brahma Tashmai Shri Guruve Namaha. Om Asatoma Sadgamaya Tamasoma Jyotirgamaya Mrityorema Amritam Gamaya. Om Tvameva Mata Cha Pita Tvameva Tvameva Bandhusya Sakha Tvameva Tvameva Vidya Dravinam Tvameva Tvameva Sarvam Mama Deva Deva. Om Shantihi Shantihi Shanti Hari Om. Om Namo Paramatmane Namaha. These devotees have brought us to the end of this part of the service. We prepare to go down to the Charani cremation ground. And for those of you who came in a little bit late, we'll allow a few minutes for you to come and have a last look and say your last farewell to this brother of 44 hours. So we will, just okay. Yeah, put it there. Rest it on. Yeah. Very good. Okay, so the Tassaman you will take over.
Navin Lalu's streaming network, specialist in clean audio, multiple camera angle view and a photo slide for professional live streaming. Call Navin at 335-0205. Navin Lalu, bringing real-time events to you and yours. Navin Lalu's streaming network. Call him 335-0205. Also available fantastic drone footage. Navin's streaming network.